Hello everyone and welcome to my cheeky review of the Doctor Who Series 6 Wave 1B figures. Now before I go into that, we're going to take a look at this. This is the Junkyard TARDIS. I got this about a month ago. This was the first Series 6 character figures based thing to come out. And there's the back of it, it's all card. One thing that Character Options does terribly is that most of the scenery on things like the TARDIS are made by you plugging the cardboard in, which of course means it gets creased very easily. However, it's a neat enough little playset. It's 20 quid if you get it from Forbidden Planet. Cheaper in some of the toy stores. You can take out the time rotor, so you can, if you're a small child as opposed to a man-child like myself, you can have the Doctor making said TARDIS, and you can take out this console panel. There's the circuitry in there. It's an okay playset. Nothing moves, and you can't remove the console once it's pegged in. It is pegged in. That baby is not coming out. But it's a nice little piece, and I normally have it displayed in my room with an 11th Doctor stood here, sort of on the controls, and it's a nice little playset. So I'd give that a 7 out of 10. Okay, now we're going to move on to the Series 6 figures. Series 6 was announced a while ago, but it's coming out in 2 waves, similar to last year. This is Wave 1B. This is the first one I've been able to get available. Wave 1A features the Silence, the Doctor, nephew, the Ood from the Doctor's wife, and Amelia Pond, little Amelia Pond. However, I think those were the figures that they had problems with, hence why the wave was held back. So this is Series 6, Wave 1B. You've got the little thing there. You've got the Doctor with Stetson. You've got Uncle. You've got Doctor in straitjacket, Idris, the Doctor's wife, / the TARDIS, and 2 variants of the Silent. Now I'm going to do this review I'm going to start with my least favourite figures in this set. I've never once been disappointed by more than one figure in a Character Options wave, but I'm afraid I am this time. I'm going to start with what I think is the most pointless figure, which is the 11th Doctor in straitjacket. I mean, really, what? I think it's actually described as 11th Doctor with beard in straitjacket. Now look at that. It's a decent sculptor, Matt Smith, and the hair is quite nice. It's nice to have this fringe. I hope 11th Doctor figures in the future get a big floppy fringe like that. Obviously not the back, because his hair's not normally that long all the way around. But the beard's such a different colour, and he's got these wide mad eyes. And this just looks ridiculous. He's got double joints to do that, but it makes him look like he's got mega long arms, like he's the Slender Man or something. On the plus side, it does kind of look cool when you have those out, and it's, he's just sort of standing like that. Like, I'm sure there's a Doctor Who figure adventure in having the Doctor like this, but the beard is just, it's such a no-go. So I'm very disappointed in that particular figure. I just think it's a very pointless figure. We could have had a Rory. Instead we get Doctor with beard in straitjacket. So I give that a 4 out of 10. 2 stars, 4 out of 10. On to my least favourite figure in the wave. It's Idris. I love Idris. I love the Doctor's wife. It's an amazing episode. And the dress of this character is incredibly well sculpted, nice soft rubber, Sir Anne Jones's bum. Decent articulation. The dresses are always awkward ones to articulate the figure, so she's got articulation in the knees and the ankles, at the waist. The arms, very good articulation. The pattern on the hands is very nice. The detail of this figure is great, apart from the face. That looks nothing like Sir Anne Jones, does it? Look at it. Like, the profile is similar, but apart from that, and then you've got the really obvious bit where the plastic's been glued together. Ooh, look at my scabby nails. Where the plastic's been glued together. The fringe seems a bit too low. It just doesn't work. Look at it. That's not Sir Anne Jones. And it's not got the bountiful cleavage she had in the episode, but that is more a childish gripe. So, there's Idris. Least favourite figures in the wave, both of them 4 out of 10. On to the best figures in the wave. I think that were the most decent figures. Also from the Doctor's wife, Uncle. Well, that's the head of Uncle. This is the body. I think this is a really nice figure. A fun character in the episode. Decent sculpt of the actor on both heads. It has an interchangeable head. One minus the hat with oh dear, with his patchwork here. Unfortunately, my particular figure, and hopefully you won't have this problem if you get Uncle. The head is stuck on very tight, and pulling at it seems to be pulling the hat and the top part of the head sculpt off, not the head itself. So I'm not ever going to risk switching heads, which is a shame. But oh well. So there goes Uncle's head over there, falling over, so I'm just going to leave it on the floor. But yes, a really nice sculpt, decent sort of gesturing, like the Doctor Who figures normally have very basic gestures, but look at that, you can have him posed like this. Quite grand. I know the character was more ditzy and creepy. But yeah, and he's got the random accessory staff thing that he had in the story, decent articulation as well. All in all, good figure. I give Uncle I guess I give Uncle a 6 out of 10, 3 stars. Well done, Uncle. On to my... That's my third favourite figure in the wave. Second favourite figure in the wave. Doctor with Stetson. Nice sculpt of Matt Smith. Little bit different. I think it's in the paint from what we've seen before. Very soft as well. Like there's no definition on the lips, but it's a decent sculpt. Shame we couldn't have had a bit of fringe poking out the bottom of the hat. Because of the hat is quite rubbery, you can't turn the head really without damaging the hat, so I'm not going to be turning the head on this figure. But it's a variation of the costume as well. Jacket's a bit different. He's got a crisp white shirt, completely white, with a little reddish brownish tie. Big elbow patches. Very rubbery material on the jacket. Black legs, black boots, sonic screwdriver. A nice figure. It's just a nice variant on the 11th Doctor. We've had lots of 11th Doctor variants, some great, some pointless. So yeah, Doctor with Stetson is definitely a very cool one, and I'd highly recommend him. Now, on to the best figures in this wave. It's the same figure with a different head sculpt, so you can get either one or one of each like I have done. Ladies and gentlemen, the Silence. More importantly, 2 individual Silents. These are incredible figures. Now, character options don't normally make figures in a bigger scale. I mean, like, you know, taller figures than the usual ones. I think the exceptions are Slitheen, which of course don't have a normal human build, and the deluxe figures, and the werewolf from Tooth and Claw, which was a big figure. But these have got human bodies. They could have just used a normal body and sort of faked it a little bit, but they haven't. They have gone for an original sculpt. Look at the height comparison. They loom over the Doctor. My favourite out of the two is the normal-faced Silent. This beauty. Well, look at the camera, kind of creepy. But I really do like the Screaming Silent as well. Very cool. Now these guys have got decent articulation, thighs, knees, nothing in the ankles, but they don't really need it because they stand up quite well. Waist, hands, elbows, shoulder, neck, and interestingly for character options, I think only the Slitheen have done this before, ball jointed shoulder. Get a bit more movement with them, which is nice. They're not just a straight so that's very cool. Of course, if you've got this Silent, you probably won't be doing that. You'll probably just be leaving his arms by his side, looking nice and creepy. Whereas, of course, with your Screaming Silent, you're probably going to want to take full advantage. You should kill us all on sight. Yeah, just had to do that. I really like this figure, and it makes their creepy willy hands look slightly less awful as well. So yes, Doctor Who Series 6 Wave 1B. We have got Idris and Doctor in Straight Jacket, 4 out of 10. Stetson, Doctor and Uncle, 6 out of 10 I'd say on both of them. And the Silence, I'm going to say it because the sculpts are very impressive, 10 out of 10. Best monster figures in a very, very long time. Tell me what you think, guys. If you get hold of this range as well, post a video response, let me know what you think of the figures. As soon as Nephew and Amelia come out, I'll review them as well, and hopefully get my mitts on a River Song with Pandorica chair. Snowy signing out. Catch you later.